Looks like there's a little bit of a wait here, and looks like we're getting ready to go.
Students and alumni of Stony Point High School Choir, under the direction of Randy Preston and Patricia Russell, combine their voices to lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Of course, a great rendition by the Stony Point Choir there of your national anthem, and we'll get underway here shortly. Gary, the Lions starting 13-6A play, as I mentioned, started the season 0-2, had a couple of tight ball games, lost to a couple of Pflugerville ISD football teams. First, Weiss, who happened to get a big win over the Rouse Raiders last night in their first district game, so they're 1-0 in their district. Of course, they're non-district for us, so we don't have to worry about them in terms of district play. And these are the games that count. So talk about what we can expect here tonight.
Yeah, Stony Point comes into this game, and they've come in with 2 wins. They've got some great running. They've had some great passing throughout the last 2 games. So expect to see big things from them. The big challenge is going to be for the defense to be able to slow that down. The offense, offensive, defense, all 3 phases of Leander's football has improved over from week 1 to week 2. So that has been a pleasure to see. They're going to need to continue to make some steps forward moving into this conference play. I think overall this game is a very manageable win for Leander. Given that they, fire on all 4 cylinders and continue to bang out progress throughout the 4 quarters.
And, we've seen progress in all phases of football, both offensively, defensively. And it looks like the coin toss is about to happen here. It looks like captains for your Lions, 32, Jake Benugli, 44, Evan Smith, 12. That, of course, Big Willie Loof. And was that 21 there on the end? Likely, no, that's going to be 7. Looks like.
Let me take a look.
Dyron, no, that's not Dyron. That's
Dimitri
Drayton. That's right. I knew it started with a D. I would get it eventually. Pretty good game last week from Drayton. Also a big game from a junior linebacker that got to play quite a bit. Nana Sarpong likes to go by his first name, Nana, so we'll stick with that.
Yeah, that's easy.
When we call him, it makes it a little bit easier. And he, like I said, had a big game. Lions win the toss and will be receiving. Looks like we're going to be defending the north as well. We'll receive that kick on that end, and Stony Point will kick off. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Leander Lions football. I want to thank my crew here. We're missing Rich, so bear with us on production. But with me tonight, Gary Gutierrez, as you've heard, Mickey Holden on camera, and we also have with us Mark Sickles, and we appreciate all you guys. We'll be right back on SHN Sports. for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions! Welcome back to Kelly Reeves here as we get ready to get underway. The Stony Point Tigers are lining up their kickoff unit. I'm still gathering my rosters, and though you may hear some shuffling of paper, you're not listening to Rush Limbaugh with that. It's me shuffling papers. It looks like the kicker is number 38, and 38 for Stony Point is Rivera Salazar. Will be kicking off back deep for Leander. We have, looks like number one's back there, Parrott, and then I can't see that number there on this side. It looks like it may be Wesley Weingart, but I'm not sure. 25, Wesley Weingart back to receive. 28. That's fielded by Xavier Terry. He carries straight ahead up to the 30, forced out of bounds there, and they could have an early flag there as they rode him way out of bounds. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Leander as we get underway here early in this 13-6A contest. And so the Lions will come out in their starting offense likely. Garrett Landry likely the starting quarterback. Xavier Dotson will more than likely be the running back for Leander here, and that is the backfield. You got Keon Leonard wide here on the near side, Xavier Terry in that slot, and you have a receiver wide to the top of the formation. Landry barks out the cadence, takes a snap, fakes to Dotson, rolls to his right, looks to throw, has that looks like, that was Weingart over the middle. Hit him in the chest, but he was unable to hang on to it, and so it's going to be now 2nd down.
Yeah, we got a flag down.
There is a flag, though. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, while we're waiting for that, we have some big games tonight. We have Leander, of course, here at Stony Point, McNeil at Vista Ridge, Westwood at Hendrickson, and Vandergriff at Cedar Ridge. We'll keep you updated tonight throughout the broadcast.
So it looks like it's an ineligible receiver downfield. That's a 5-yard penalty against Leander, so it'll make it 1st and 15 here for Leander, and they'll move that starting point for this drive to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not something these coaches want to see right off the bat.
A little bit of nerves. Let's hope they can shake that off. Looks like they declined the penalty? Okay, So let's make it 2nd down and 10 then. We'll do that. How about that?
A little bit of confidence from the...
And then we have another flag pre-snap. That one may go against Leander as well, and this is not going to go well for Coach Price. And it is another 5-yard penalty. They will accept the yardage there, and so instead of 1st and 15, now it's 2nd and 15. So pretty good coaching decision there by Chesser of Stony Point.
Bit of a chess match there.
Matches his name. So 2nd down, 15 for Leander. Landry, the quarterback, has Dotson in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. They hand to Dotson. He picks his way forward up over the 25 to the 26, and there's an assignment. And Stony Point has the ball. And just like that, Leander gives it to Stony Point in their territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Stay tuned. We're going to get to see what that defense can do with their backs up against the wall here. We'll stay with the broadcast as we go into 11:38 and remaining in the first period. Of course, this is Stony Point's first possession. They got at the quarterback, number 16 for Stony Point is going to be Overton, and he's got in the backfield with him Kendall Thomas.
Yeah, and Overton's got the dual threat.
So it fakes to Thomas and flips it in the flat to number 18, who drops it. It's now second down. And Stony Point has a little bit of nerves here early, at least offensively. And so we'll see if somebody can get something going here. That pass was intended for Jalen Stafford, falls incomplete. And so moving on, quarterback again for Stony Point is Overton. In the backfield with him is Thomas. Thomas right behind him. They're in a pistol formation. There's the snap, and they hand to Thomas. He carries straight ahead, and he's wrapped up around the 20, about the 18, by Ray Egglesey, and it's about a 9-yard gain. It's going to bring up a third down, and 1 yard to go. And again, the scoreboard, I'll try to keep the scoreboard updated verbally. I'll try to do as best I can on line, but again, we're doing production and play-by-play together. Overton, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands to Thomas again, straight ahead, and picks his way forward down near the 15. No, make it the 10. They're going to spot him at the 12, and so that's a first down. So it'll be first down. They can still get another first down before scoring. They're going to mark them at the 11 here, and so they could gain a first down at the 1.
Yeah, and Thomas did a good job there running that ball. He kind of found a seam, and instead of going off to the side, he went straight up the middle.
Picking his way. Overton, the quarterback, Thomas, the running back. They bring a man in motion. First and 10. There's the snap. Pulls it. Overton keeps to his right, and there's a hold there on the edge of the linebacker, Smith, but no call.
Egglesey there on the tackle.
You know, when your guy reaches out and he tries to get away and he's unable to, that should indicate a flag, but Stony Point able to get away with one there. At the point of attack, gain of 7 on that play is going to make it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and Overton comes in with 195 yards on the ground.
And they're quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They've got 2 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 here alone at the bottom. Overton takes it and runs straight ahead, carries close to the goal line. He's right at the goal line. The line stop him. They have an opportunity here to try to force a decision at the very least. Oh, wait, no, he picked up a first down, didn't he? I forgot. He could get a first down at the 1, and so that's what happened. So it's first and goal here for the Tigers as they have an opportunity to take an early lead here in this 13-6A inaugural kickoff game here. Got a full backfield for Overton. He takes the snap, follows those back straight ahead. And there's a late signal, but he's in for the score. And so Stony Point takes an early 6-0 lead here over Leander with 9:38 remaining here in the first period. Point after attempt is coming up right now. The kicker for Stony Point is, as I said, Rivera Salazar. And he'll try to tack on this extra point, toe to leather, and it is good. It is now a 7-0 lead for the Stony Point Tigers. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to SHN Sports. I'm Chuck Cracy with Gary Gutierrez, Mark Sickles, and Mickey Holden. We'll be right back. I'm going to get it right. We'll be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves here as we get underway after the touchdown as Rivera Salazar gets ready to line up the kickoff for Stony Point. Back deep to receive for the Lions. We have, looks like maybe even a new returner back there. Is that Parrott? They switch sides, and it looks like it's going to be a short kick again to Terry. He fields it at the 18, carries it straight ahead up over the 30, 35. Dancing his way up over the 40 to the 42. It'll be first down for the Lions. They have good field position. Now they got to do something with it, Gary.
Yeah, it was a good job by Terry. That was a good job by Terry to stay a little patient during that running, to let those blocks kind of take place. His speed, breakaway speed, could have been very dangerous on that for Stony Point.
Yeah, he kind of picked his way around, and so you kind of like to see that good starting drive position here for Leander. Of course, Garrett Landry, the quarterback, number 5, he has in the backfield with him the senior running back, Xavier Dotson. Landry takes the snap, throws quickly to Weingart, who makes the catch. A little bit off target, but it's a 5-yard gain.
Outstanding catch there by Weingart. It was off to his right. He was able to put his mitts out there and cradle that one in. Good job.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit of a fastball. As Lion fans may know, Landry pitches in baseball, and so some of those passes could come a little bit hot, and Weingart did a good job of snaring that one. Second down and 5, 9:02 and counting. Lions down 7-0 here to the Stony Point Tigers. Landry in a shotgun, takes the snap, hands to Dotson straight ahead. He dances his way over midfield, drives straight ahead. He's going to have enough for the first down based on the spot, looks like, Gary.
Might be a little short.
Let's see, did he give the signal? Yeah, the white hat gave the signal. It's a first down for Leander. And so just like that, the Lions get a little bit of a drive going. They're in Tiger territory as they look to try to match the early Stony Point score. The Lions dug themselves a little bit of a hole, turned the ball over on their end of the field, and Stony Point was able to take advantage.
Yeah, you see Dotson, he doesn't dance around a lot in the backfield. He took one cut and hit the hole pretty hard and was able to pick up that first down. Great running by Dotson.
He's a bit of a load, so you kind of like to see that from him. Weingart in motion. Landry takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw deep. He's over the receivers, and it's intercepted about the 15 by number 1 of Stony Point, and he's tackled pretty quickly there. That's Jeremiah Wright on the interception, and the tackle made by number 20 of Leander, and that's Philip Henry. And so it's almost like a punt, but you had a first down, so you want to try to get a little bit of offense in. And so Stony Point will take over on their end of the field at the 24, first down and 10, and the Lion defense hustles out.
Yeah, Landry had a lot of pressure coming at him. At that time, you got to be able to throw the ball away. He threw the ball with 3 DBs back there. And that's not a good pass, even when you have your wits about you.
So Overton in a shotgun formation along with his running back. He flips a pass to number 5 in the flat. That's Jaden Leonard, and he carries. There's a late flag. Carries up near the 39. That's first down yards, but let's see what the call is.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a face mask on Evan Smith. He kind of grabbed him around the neck from behind and then pulled him to the ground.
Let's see what the mic says here. The flags tend to go against Leander for some reason.
Yeah, quick scoring update here. Vandergrift Viper 7, Cedar Ridge Raiders 0, first quarter.
So it's a first down for Stony Point after the personal foul penalty, and they're in line territory now at the 46-yard line here, first and 10. Overton comes out, has in the backfield with him the running back number 17, Kendall Thomas, also back there, the receiver of the last pass, Leonard. They hand to Thomas. That was a fake to Leonard, and Overton keeps straight ahead. Fake me out. He picked up about 3 yards. It's going to be second down and about 7.
Yeah, and that was Major Maiden on the tackle there.
Good job by the linebacker. And Stony Point quickly before the Lions can even get set turn a second down into a first down by completing a pass over in the flat to Andre Woods. Actually, it's a deep out. And so it'll be first down and 10 again for Stony Point as they continue to march offensively against this line defense. It's first and 10, ball on the 33. Overton takes the snap, throws to his right in the flat, dropped by the receiver there, hit him in the hands. And, they've got the Lions on their heels. That was Cesar Williams missing that reception, second down.
Yeah, and you had the receivers over here that were open as well, running good routes.
They got to come up with some kind of solution here defensively, do the Lions, as they don't want to go down 2 touchdowns here. It's one thing to go down 2 scores where it's 10-0, but 14-0 is a tough order. Overton takes the snap, nobody in the backfield. He rolls to his right. He gets flushed. He throws deep over the middle. Pass incomplete. Xavier Terry there defensively for Leander.
Another flag
Pass
on the field.
intended for number 10, Woods, and there is a flag. Where is that flag at?
Roughing the passer.
And the Lions giving another gift to Stony Point here, as that was about to be third down after that incompletion, third and long. Now it's first and 10 after they march off the yardage here. It's going to go inside the red zone to the Lion 18-yard line. Somebody needs to come up with a big play here for Leander, try to turn this momentum around. 6:32 remaining here. Stony Point on top, 7-0. Overton, the quarterback, takes the snap, and there's a quick flag. That's typically against the offense, but let's see here. It'd be nice to have one. Yeah, and it is. It's a false start against the Stony Point Tigers, and so the first penalty against the Stony Point Tigers is assessed here with 6:31 remaining first period. No home cooking there. Overton, the quarterback, the running back, Thomas, number 17. There's a snap. Overton hands to Thomas going left to right. He cuts up over the 20, inside the 22, about the 18, the original line of scrimmage, where it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was Major Maiden on the tackle again. Young middle linebacker.
Yeah, junior linebacker having a big season so far. Overton takes the snap, throws it out of the reach of the receiver, high and inside, intended for Lucas Morin. And so it'll be third down now and 10 yards to go. And so the Lions with an opportunity to at least force a decision here for Stony Point. Maybe have to send out their kicker. And we've mentioned him a couple of times here, Rivera Salazar.
Yeah,
and
you got Wakama came in at center.
That's nose.
Nose guard.
Yeah. Overton, quarterback, takes the snap, drops back. He gets a little bit of pressure, hits a receiver on a little bubble screen, and he's wrapped up quickly by Egglesey and Maiden. And so it will be fourth down and about 8.
Yeah, that was a nice call there defensively. They sent Dimitri Drayton on the blitz, and he was able to quickly get to the quarterback, and he had to throw it off, and they shut him down. He wasn't able to set up and hit his little short receiver, so it brings up a fourth down. Great job.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a delayed blitz, too, so it worked out pretty well for the Lions. And so Rivera Salazar in to kick here. That's going to be a 33-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. No flags, and it is 10-0 Stony Point on top of your Lions. We will take a quick break and we'll be right back on SHN Sports. Leander Lions football. Stay with us.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family. John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves here as we interrupt our commercial break to get back to action. Rivera Salazar is going to be kicking off here to Leander. It'll be his third kickoff to the Lions. The Lions have had pretty good returns here. It's really the big highlight for Leander so far, besides that defensive stop just moments ago against the Tigers. And so the kick is up, and it will be fielded by the deep man. That's number 28, and he bobbles it, picks it up at the 5, cuts up at the 10, carries up to the 15-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10. That returner, Lucas Flores. And so the Lions will take over here. We're still in the first stanza. 5:22 remains. Too many incompletions for us to keep moving on there, and penalties as well. And so the Lions will take a moment at the sideline. Coach Price, Coach Thompson going to get over there and try to encourage that offense to get the ball moving. Let's get this defense a little rest and see if the Lions can get some points here, Gary. So they come out in formation, do the Lions shotgun for Landry. He has Dotson as the running back in the backfield. He has 3 receivers to the top of the formation and a tight end on this side. They bring a man in motion. He stops. There's the snap. Fakes to Dotson. Pass to Leonard on the slant. And he keeps coming across and carries up over the 20 to the 21. And that's a gain of about 8. And so it'll be second down and 2 here for the Lions.
Yeah, it was a good catch. You know what you want to see from your receiver right there is when he catches the ball, you want to see him plant his foot and head upfield.
A little yak.
Yeah, he had a good opportunity to pick up that first down pretty easily.
Yeah, he kind of went a little bit too much of an angle trying to go across the field, but let's see what happens here. Second and 2, shotgun for Landry. He brings a back in motion, hands to Dotson, going right to left. Dotson carries off a left tackle and gets about a yard. Still going to be shy of the first down, but only by about a yard. And so the Lions here got to convert. You can't really force yourself into a punting situation here, although the Lions do have an excellent punter, and a punt's generally a lot better than an interception, which is what happened in the last drive. So let's get a first down here.
This is where you want to be. You want to have something, third and manageable. This is what you want to keep this drive alive, take some time off the clock.
So Landry is in a shotgun. Dotson the only back, but he's not close to Landry. Let's see what happens. 3 receivers right of the formation. So there's a snap. Landry hits Dotson. They're going to throw a little screen to him, and he's, because of where he started, and Stony Point saw it, and they were able to cut off his forward momentum, and they stopped him shy of the first down. In fact, they knocked him back a yard, and so it's going to actually be about 2 yards. So 4th down and 2 to go here, as the Lions will bring out the punting unit. And I'm pretty sure Stony Point studied a little bit of film and saw the Lions aren't afraid to run a fake. And they do run a deep returner back. I saw in the sub-varsity game they didn't even send a kicker or a returner back. Cesar Williams back deep to receive this Eli Gaiman punt. Deep snapper Connor Cracy. There's the snap. Gaiman. Toe to leather. It's up in the air. Nice kick. It's going to hit out of bounds right around the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it. It'll be first down. That's the Stony Point 40. It'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers there.
I got some updates here on scores here. Vandergrift is up at 14-0 on Cedar Ridge. Hendrickson is up 7-0 on Westwood, and Vista Ridge is up 7-0 on McNeil.
That should be a good matchup there. The McNeil Mavericks taking on the Vista Ridge Rangers, both having pretty good early seasons. Stony Point back on offense here with 3:13 in the first period. Overton, the quarterback, has in the backfield number 17, Kendall Thomas. Brings a man in motion. There's a snap, and they go straight ahead to Thomas. And he breaks a tackle up over midfield and carries into Lion territory down to the 47, where it'll be a first down for Stony Point. Evan Smith there making the tackle for the Lions. Overton quickly back in formation with his Tigers, takes a snap, pulls it this time from Thomas, and there quickly to make the play. Great job is the linebacker. Looks like that's going to be 34, Dyron Dixon, and he drops him for a loss of 1. Great job there by the junior linebacker.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need from him to be able to read that. So he had the field wide open if he wouldn't have been there to make that tackle.
Second and 11, Overton takes the snap, drops back, just kind of flushed into the pocket, moves out and throws over the middle, complete to the tight end. in line territory down near the 33. Tackle made by Joseph Choto. And so it'll be first down again for the Tigers, this time in line territory at the 32. They're up 10-0 with 2:15 remaining. And boy, the Stony Point offense is everything, all that was advertised, Gary.
Yeah, I thought Leander did a great job on that defensive play there.
Handoff goes to Thomas, and he carries up the hash, and there's a flag, and it's likely going to be a hold, typically where a hold would be. And that was a nice run by the running back, Thomas. But, it's always made a lot easier if one of your guys takes a defender down. And so the Lions may catch a break here. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, based on the body length. Oh.
There's no foul on the play.
Oh, they're gonna wave it off, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Coach Price is gonna want an explanation on that. That'll run the Stony Point total to 16 here. And point after touchdown attempt coming up here. And Coach Price is down near the 25 looking for an explanation, but they're going to have to wait until after the point after attempt here. Rivera Salazar's kick is good, and Stony Point takes a 17-0 lead here in the first quarter with 1:55 remaining. We will take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Lion Football, SHN Sports. We will be right back. Thanks.
Following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves, where the Lions trail the Stony Point Tigers here. Stony Point's just been an offensive explosion here in the first quarter. Lions doing their part to assist in that, giving them a couple of mistakes here and there. Let's see if they can turn that around. Rivera Salazar kicks it out of bounds, and we'll see what Coach Price wants to do here. Does he want to make them kick again? The Lions do have good kick returners, or is he just ready to get out there and run some plays? And we'll see what the decision is here shortly. Yeah. Looks like he's bringing the offense out, and so they're going to put the ball at the 30 and give the Lions a 1st and 10.
Yeah, right now at this point, you're looking for your offense just to get one good play at a time. You want to see some forward progress coming from this team. You want to see 0 mistakes, 0 penalties, and just one first down at a time right now.
Well, and when I coach, occasionally you get down in a game like this, and you just tell the kids, win this play. Let's win this play, and then we'll worry about the next one after that. And when you start building on that success, even as small as it is, sometimes it can assist you. Yeah, that's kind of a ticky-tack call there as the Lions shifted. They're going to call a motion penalty again. I'm not sure that that's even a legitimate call. If you watch Liberty Hill and they run that slot T, they come running right up to the line out of the huddle and snap the ball almost immediately. Half their guys aren't set. They never get a motion penalty.
Well, and that defense made a shift themselves, and when they did that, I think that end was also moving while the other guys were in motion. So,
well,
it was a minor move. But
yeah, I wouldn't expect any breaks. Lions haven't had many over the last couple of seasons. There's a snap to Landry. He hands to Dotson straight ahead, and he gets almost all of the yardage back, about 4 from the penalty, so it'll be 2nd down and 11 yards to go for the Lions. They'll have the ball at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, penalties have plagued this team over the years, and it's something you'd like to see.
It's something you can
Get away
correct.
from it. And last week they did a really good job. They played really clean last week. Just haven't seen that yet in this first quarter.
So we got two receivers to the bottom of the formation, one on the top, Dotson in the back. They bring a receiver in motion. He goes back out. Landry hands to Dotson, and the Stony Point defense is in the backfield. Almost took the handoff from Landry. You're going to have to do a little better job of blocking than that. And that big play there, Donovan Zuniga, is going to cause a third down and about 16 yards, or about 15 yards to go for Leander.
Yeah, right now, this defense, if they don't get a first down here, this defense is
They're gassed.
get back on this field, and it's going to be
It's looking more like a game from last season
a long
where
second
the
quarter.
defense would be tired because the offense couldn't get much in the way of a drive, and we're going to have a timeout. It's probably a good move there, at the very least, to give your defense a little bit of rest. And we'll take a break with them. You're listening to Lion Football here on SHN Sports. I'm Chuck Cracy with Gary Gutierrez, Mickey Holden, and Mark Sickles. Will be right back.
Big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our two great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service, the kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves. The Lions have the ball 3rd and 15 after the timeout. Shotgun formation. Landry takes a snap, rolls to his right. Looking to throw or run. He decides to run and steps out of bounds after a gain of a couple and brings up 4th down. And about, what we're looking at, 9. They'll be punting regardless. And, it's kind of early to be going for it on your end of the field. And so they do. They bring out the punting unit. And you hope that minute to 2 minutes time there during the timeout, the execution of that play and this here, the punt will give the defense enough of a rest to be effective here in this next Stony Point drive, because they haven't stopped them to this point except for forcing a field goal attempt after that interception. So Gaiman with a nice boot. It's fielded by the returner at the 31. He carries it up over the 40 with a flag thrown in and a tackle made right around midfield by number 9 of the Lions, and that is Bryce Allen. And so we'll see here what the call is and where Stony Point will start their possession.
Return, blocking the back, the receiving team, number 8, Henry Pelton, first down.
So you heard that it was a block in the back, and so just like that, the Tigers negate a pretty good return. He fielded that thing at a full dead sprint. He had to go about 20 yards to get to it.
Yeah, great concentration by him to be able to catch that ball.
Yeah, he was trying to take it to the house, as they say, and so they're going to move Stony Point's starting point over to the 38-yard line. And there's Thomas, the running back, carries going right to left, carries up over the 45 to the 47, where he's stopped by Dixon and Xavier Terry, gain of about 10 yards. And they're going to give him a first down there at the 48.
Quick score update here. Vandergriff up 21-0 over Cedar Ridge. Hendrickson 13-7 over Westwood. And Vista Ridge still 7-0 over McNeil.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter, and we'll take a break with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to Lion Football here on SHN Sports. Stay tuned. As I said, we'll be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our two great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9-Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9-Round at 512-843-3925. 9-Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9-Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-205.
Welcome back here to Kelly Reeves as we get back underway. Stony Point's football here, first down and 10. They have it at their own 48-yard line. There's a snap straight back, and they hand to the running back going straight ahead, Thomas. And he carries up over midfield, near and right to the 45 for a gain of about 7. It's going to be second down and 3. See who made that stop there, Gary?
No.
There's a whole slew of lines, as they say, a pride of lines there on the stop. So Overton in a shotgun formation. Thomas, the running back. They're both at midfield. Line of scrimmage, the 45. There's the snap. Overton drops straight back. Looking to throw deep down the right sideline. Has a wide open number 10 for the score, Andre Woods. I don't see any flags. Oh, there is a flag down right over at the 48.
Offense, the fifth score. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
So it is a penalty against Stony Point.
It was a big break for Leander right there.
Yeah, they'll move the ball back here, and that was a wide open touchdown on the right side, down the sideline on the near side, able to slip past the defenders and clearly go all the way down, but a good break there by the penalty to back them back up. So here we go, starting on the 45-yard line. Stony Point getting the call from the sideline. They were up 17-0, 11:20 left here in the second quarter, going left to right as you are listening, or if you're watching later on. Stony Point has man in motion coming across. They're going to blow the whistle there quickly. Timeout, Stony Point.
Timeout.
So, Gary, what do you tell your defense here? I mean, they've been kind of on their heels all night. I mean, they've got to put some pressure on. They've got to cover these receivers, but there's a lot of speed by the Tigers on offense.
I mean, I think it's the same thing you tell your offense. You know, one play at a time. You've got to give it your all every play, and it's hard to do that when you've been on the field this long. But, you know, Stony Point's been able to take advantage of that, and right now all they're doing is just running the ball. You know, we had a deep threat there on that last play that got called back, but outside of that, they've just been at will, been able to run the yardage up the middle and pick up what they need to get the first down. And that in itself has taken the toll on the defense outside of already being on the field. So you just got to do one play at a time and try to make it out of this half, you know, 17-0 at the worst.
So now the players are walking back out following the timeout. Talking to the coach here on the near side. So we're looking at a 2nd and 13 on the 45-yard line. Overton in at quarterback with him, as well as Thomas at running back.
Yeah, and I know these coaches are doing their best job to rotate these players in and out, to kind of save their legs and let them catch a break, and you know, but they're also, you know, playing both ways too. So we'll see how that takes its toll going into the rest of the second quarter.
Yeah, they're talking to both coaches, running from sideline to sideline, so it looks like we're going to get started again here. Somewhat of a delay, I'm not sure what it is. Looks like we're going to get set here just in a brief second here. Yeah, Leander wearing their white on white, and Stony Point wearing the dark on dark. So here we go. Overton back in at quarterback, looking for the snap in the shotgun. Man in motion across the front, and it is a fake. It is a slip pass. Tried to set up a screen pass to number 17, Thomas. It was over his head, a little bit hot on the throw. That is a good break for Leander, as they looked like they had a couple blockers out in front. Leander putting a lot of pressure on, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Leander front three to get back there in the backfield and disrupt that play. You know, you want those guys to charge in there so you can set that screen up, but they did a pretty good job to bust it up with their speed.
So Overton getting ready for the snap. 3 receivers over here looking on the right side. And he gets a lot of pressure, throws it over the middle, and it is caught. Enough for a first down. That was to number 10, Andre Woods. Had enough time to get up in the pocket and hit his receiver down the field. They'll set the ball up at the 35-yard line of Leander. But another, good play of pressure there by the Leander defensive line, but Overton had enough sense to step up in the pocket, wait for his receiver to get open, was able to hit him down the middle for a first down.
Yeah, and that was Drayton on the tackle. Looks like we have an injured player on the field right now.
Yeah, we do have that.
We've
So we'll just stay here for right now. Let's try and get an update on some scores as we go around the area here. Quickly, we have the score here, 17-0 Stony Point over Leander. Vista Ridge is now up 14-0 over McNeil in the second quarter. It is now tied 13-13 between Hendrickson and Westwood. They came back. And then 21-0 Vandergrift over Cedar Ridge. So they make the substitutions. And Overton ready to get the snap here for a first down on the 35-yard line of Leander. He gets the snap, looks down the field, throws it off to the right side down the sideline. Wide open is number 5. He catches it at the 3, and he's able to barely get in the end zone. That is a touchdown to Adkins, who slipped down the right side untouched and was able to be met at the goal line by Egglesey, but he was able to have enough just to push the ball over the goal line. So that puts the score 23-0 pending the extra point.
Yeah, right now this defense just looking way out of sorts right now. There's been several plays like that where there's been nobody to challenge the receivers, and you can't give it to the guys like that.
No. And the kick is up, and it is good. So that makes the score 24-0 here with 10:30 left in the second quarter. Yeah, tough break for Leander. So why don't we'll go off real quick for a second, and then we will be right back after the break. Okay, we are back here for the Leander game. It's 24-0 Stony Point. Leander getting ready to receive the kick. And back deep we have Dotson and Egglesey, who are standing about the 4-yard line. Stony Point getting ready to kick here, and it is up, deep kick. Over to Dotson, gets it at the 5-yard line, heads towards the center of the field, cuts back out to the outside to the 20, the 25, gets out to the 29-yard line. Good run by Dotson on the return.
Yeah, one thing is the special teams. The special teams by Leander is doing a pretty good job tonight. Outside of that little bobble that we had earlier, but this offense has got to do something with the field position.
Yeah, they need to get some first downs here. They've been pretty stagnant on offense. we've seen a lot of defensive pressure by the front defensive line of Stony Point, putting a lot of pressure on Landry as he's been trying to throw the ball, and they haven't been able to really break a run to get into that second level. So Landry in the shotgun, Dotson off to his right side. He gets a snap, and it is a handoff to the left side of Dotson, gets out, cuts back up, gets a good push there, gets about 5.5 yards on that carry. Good strong run with a bunch of Stony Point Tigers hanging on to him.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. This, the first down, it seems like, where they haven't had a penalty.
So that's a good start to this drive. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5 on the 35-yard line. Garrett back in the gun. Dotson's offset to his right side. Trips receivers on the far side for Leander. And there's a handoff up the middle to Dotson. Gets hit by a couple people. Picks up about 2 on that. Looks like they'll mark it at the 37-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 3 right now for Leander. And I know, Gary, this is early in the game. They're trailing 24-0, but this is a huge play.
Yeah, it is, and it's a big confidence booster as well, just for the defense and the offense. The defense has been on the field quite a long time, as we've mentioned already, and they would like to feel that they don't. Already you see them putting their helmets back on, getting ready. It's not a good sign.
So Landry is barking out the signals here. Man in motion. Now they're going to have to call a timeout. Good thing he called the timeout here rather than going through the play. There's a little mix-up on the offense, so they will walk over to the far sideline, and we'll keep it here as we, talk about the Leander Lions football team right now. They're 0-2 in district. We saw some good signs, a lot of more balance on offense than we have seen over the past couple of years, which has been positive. And we've also seen, some good plays by defense, but right now they're just stuck in a rut. Stony Point is just bringing everything to them, and they need to get this first down and move on. Right, Gary?
Yeah, and it's tough. These guys spend a lot of time at practice. They spend a lot of time watching film, going through all the, the normal process that you do. However, sometimes the game plan just doesn't go to plan, and when you got to be able to face that adversity. Right now they're down 24-0. It's with some continuity, they can get back in this game. There's still 8 minutes and 57 seconds left in the second quarter. So 2 scores, in this half can change the game. We'll see what happens here as Leander gets ready to try to pick up this first down.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for Leander. They hand the ball up to Dotson off the right side, and he gets stood up. Unable to get back. It looks like he may have lost a yard on that. Yeah, great defensive pressure on the left side by Stony Point. So that'll bring up a 4th down. And right now you've got to punt the ball. You can't go for it here on your side of the field, trailing 24-0. You've got to hope you can punt it down the field and have your defense make a play.
Yeah, you look forward to the special teams to make a good play right here.
So Williams is back deep for Stony Point, about his 21-yard line. Gaiman back at his 23, waiting for the snap. And the snap is back. Rugby-style kick, rolls off to his right side. Good deep kick. Catches it about the 15. Scoots outside of the 20, the 25, now to the 30. The ball's on the ground. And they're able to, let's see where the...
Looks like it's Leander's ball.
Looks like Leander may have come up with it, but there's some flags on the field. That'd be a huge break for Leander if they can come up with that turnover. But let's see what they call on the flag. We're looking down at the officials right now.
See if we can listen in on them here.
Yeah, that's exactly what Leander would need right now. Getting that turnover in Stony Point territory. Official still talking out there about the 38-yard line. The offense is trotting back out onto the field for Leander, so they may know something we don't.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go get with Coach Price, so it must be against Stony Point.
And it looks like they picked up the flags, and they're kind of, here we go. Yeah, block in the back by Stony Point. Obviously, they're going to decline that. It's going to be first down, Leander.
Yeah, we kind of have a two-person production crew going on here, so we're both managing this board. Bear with us.
So great job for Leander. And now they're going to be setting up on Stony Point's 38-yard line. 1st and 10, 7:58 left here in the second quarter. So maybe that'll give the offense a shot in the arm. Is exactly what they need right now. Twin receivers down here on the left side. Landry in the shotgun. And is a handoff to Dotson off the right side. Tough run. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that. Brought down by a couple of Stony Point Tigers.
Yeah, you'd like to see Leander capitalize off of that big play, that big turnover. You know, right now this puts them in good position to get some points on the board, at least 3. You know, we've seen Gaiman come in with some pretty big kicks.
Yeah, they're almost in field goal range right now, but they don't need that field goal. They need a touchdown. Trips receivers on the near side. Move Weingart over to the tight on the left side as well. Landry rolling out to the left, a quick throw out to the side, and it is incomplete. Pass was attempted to number 12, Loof, unable to come up with the catch. If he would have caught it, he may have picked up a yard just by the route. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here for Leander.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down for Leander, as they all are at this point.
Yep, we've had a couple big ones here in the game. And let's see if they can capitalize on this. It's maybe 4-down territory here. I mean, they need to put some points on the board before halftime. So twin receivers on the left side, single receiver on the right, Landry in the shotgun. Dotson comes over to the left, and it is a throw down the right side, laid up, and it is incomplete. Tried to go down the far sideline to number 88, Leonard, a little bit out of his reach, as he was being trailed on the inside by the defensive cornerback for Stony Point. So it looks like they are going to go for it here, Gary.
Yeah, let's hope they have the right call in their toolbox right now.
4th and 6. 7:12 left in the first half. Leander with the ball. Stony Point 34-yard line. Huge offensive play here for Leander. Landry drops back, looks on the right side, throws it wide open, and it is caught by Dotson. He catches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Leander.
Great play there by Leander. That's got to get a big sigh of relief there for that offense, finally connecting in the end zone. Great job by Dotson.
Yeah, he kind of had a wheel route out on the right side. Landry, patient enough to wait for it to open up, and dropped it in, and he was able to catch it and scoot on into the end zone. So that'll put 6 on the board for Leander. 24-6, pinning the extra point here.
These are the positive things that can happen when you don't have a bunch of penalties.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So we will take a quick break, and we will be back here. Leander trailing 24-6, 7:04 left in the first half.
The Leander Lions Football District Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Well, we are back here. Leander trailing 24-7 against Stony Point, but a great drive by Leander, and it was all set up by the punt and the fumble to get the ball in Stony Point territory, so they were able to capitalize on that. So now Leander is getting ready to kick off here from right to left as you're listening, or if you're watching later on the delay. So Gaiman is here, ready to kick from the 40. The kick is up, and it is deep into the end zone, about 8 yards deep, and they're going to bring it out. Comes out to the 5, the 10, Off to the right side, 15, 20, 25-yard line. And that was by number 35 for Stony Point. Let me get his name and number, or the name for you. And that was L.J. Martin bringing that ball out, which was about 8 yards deep in the end zone. So they set it up at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Stony Point.
Defense back at it one more time.
Yeah, big series here for Leander on defense. Need to get another stop and see if they can get some more points on the board. Leander sets up here. 3-man front. Overton back at quarterback. Looks off to the right side. Throws it out to the right flat, and it is caught by number 18 for Stony Point. And that is
Jaden Stanford. Just
shy of the first down. It is now 2nd and 1 for Stony Point. 6:56 on the clock. Overton gets a snap. Handoff off the right side. And it is cuts inside, and that's number 17. Now cuts across the field, slips a tackle to the 40, to the 30, and he's going to go into the end zone. Nice run by number 17. And that is Thomas, another huge run tonight for him. What started on the right side, cut across the middle, able to break a tackle and gets into the end zone.
Yeah, you know, that's partially part of the this fitness that's been affected by this defense being all on the field. This team has done an exceptional job of open field tackling this year already. You know, so that's very uncharacteristic of them to let these running backs run the way they are on them right now.
Snap a little low, the hold is up, the kick is up, and it is good. So that'll put the score 31-7 here in the first half. Stony Point leading Leander. Yeah, that's a tough break for Leander. They were able to get the ball, move down the field, get a touchdown, and then kick the ball deep into the end zone, 8 yards deep. They bring it out to the 24 or so, get a first down. The next thing you know, 7 or more points for Stony Point. Tough break. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing. Backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
We are back here. Once again, trailing 31-7. Leander about to get the kickoff. The kick is up, and it is caught at the 10-yard line by Dotson. Gets to the 20, the 25, to the 30. Gets finally out to about the 32-yard line. Another good return by Leander, and that has been one of the bright spots this whole season is their return game, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the game plan is always to be able to capitalize off of those great special team plays, and right now, you know, haven't really been able to do that other than the turnover that we had on the last kickoff.
So Leander trots back out on the field. Landry is still in at quarterback. Twin receivers here on the near side and a single receiver on the far side. Dotson offset to his left. It is a pull and a throw off to the left side, and it looks like it is going to be caught by Leonard. Little play action pass by Landry. It's complete, so they'll pick up, looks like they'll pick up about 5 on that. So good first down play there. It'll bring up 2nd and we'll say 5. 6:12 left here in the second quarter. So Leander getting ready to get their next play. They're on the near hash at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Single receiver each side. Running back going out to the right side. And the snap is over Landry's head. He falls on it. He throws it out. And it is complete to Leonard, who's able to catch it at the 50. Goes down to the 45-yard line and goes down to looks like the 44-yard line. Great job there by Landry to get rid of that ball and complete it to Leonard.
Yeah, and that's not the first time Landry's done that this season. You know, you got to give him credit for keeping his eyes down the field in a situation like that.
Yeah, that was a tough snap over his head, but he was able to catch it, regroup, fight the man off from getting the sack, and complete the pass. So good first down play for Leander, so they'll set up on the 44-yard line. 5:20 left here in the second quarter, trailing 31-7. Twin receivers on the left, single receiver on the right, coming across in motion. He brings the tight end as well, and it is a handoff off the left side of Dotson. He has stood up in the backfield by about 3 defensive players for Stony Point. He'll lose about 2 on that.
Yeah, and you can kind of see some of these plays are a little bit telegraphed. You know, that's just part of this team working through this new offense and the new plays that they have this season. You know, look for that to get better as the season goes on.
So Leander now sets up trips on the near side. Weingart at tight end on the left side as well. Landry rolls out to the left side, looking up, throws it off to the side to Xavier Terry. He completes the pass, and it is a pickup of about 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and about 8 here for Leander. They are in Stony Point territory. They'll set it up at the 42-yard line. So another big 3rd down play for Leander. But trailing 31-7, it's almost 2-down territory here. You know, trailing by 24 here in the first half, you got to get some more points on the board, and you got to get them fast.
Yeah, you got 2 plays basically to pick up 8 yards.
So man in motion for Leander. It is a fake handoff. Throw down the middle is intercepted by Stony Point by number 32. Breaks a tackle, and he gets thrown out of bounds by Landry. It was going to be a pass right down the seam, but great job by number 32 picking that up. And that is, it looks like Tim Landry. And he was able to get that and pick it off and turn upfield and move the ball to the other side of the field. Tough break for Leander.
Yeah, and that's just Landry. You know, he needs to gain that experience, you know, to keep those eyes down the field looking for things like that. He'll go back, see that on the game film, and be looking for that next time.
Yeah, it looked like he was open on the pattern, but, you know, threw a level 1 pass, and the linebacker was able to catch it. You know, maybe next time you throw a level 2 and just kind of throw it over the top a little bit softer, but tough break for Leander, and Stony Point now with the ball on Leander's 42-yard line with 4:18 left in the second quarter, leading 31-7. Looks like a run out to the left side, and he is brought down after about 3 yards. Good pressure on the right side by the Leander defensive line. They're going to set the ball up at the 39-yard line.
Mickey is the first person I've seen put on a jacket this summer. Fall must be coming.
I guess so. So roll out to the right side, looking deep, trying to get some blockers. Throws it back across the middle, and it is complete. Down to the 15-yard line, and that was a pass complete to number 18, Stafford. Good job by Overton.
Yeah, and that looked like a playground play right there.
Yeah, good job by Overton, kind of rolling out to the right side and finding somebody open. So he's the only one in the backfield right now. Looks down the middle, and it is a high pass, incomplete. Pass was attempted to be completed to number 84, Chiselewski. A little bit high over him, and good job coming up by number 17 for Leander, Egglesey, to disrupt that. I think it was probably wouldn't have been caught anyway, but good job coming up and putting the hit on the receiver.
Let's see if this Leander defense can make a big stop here on the second down.
Overton getting ready to get the snap, and it is a handoff to the right side. Untouched, he will go into the end zone. Another touchdown, and that's to Thomas. Another big run by him. So that puts the score at 37-7, pinning the extra point.
Yeah, these guys going to have to fight their way out of a big hole.
So Stony Point getting ready for the kick here. Snap is back. And the kick is good. So that'll make the score 38-7 here with 3:23 left in the first half. Yeah, tough half for Leander. So why don't we take a quick break and we'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Back here, Leander Lion football. Leander trailing 38-7, 3:23 left in the second quarter. We're getting ready to, Leander's getting ready to receive the kickoff here from Stony Point, who just scored another quick touchdown on another run by Thomas. Kick is up a little bit short off to the near side, and it is caught by Terry at the 22-yard line, 30, and he slips, goes down about the 33-yard line. Yeah, Terry's been one of the bright spots this season, playing, on his kickoff returns. He's pretty good average, and we see a lot of these shorter kicks, Gary, than what we've, seen before, where they would kick it deep. They seem to pooch it up about the, 15, 20-yard line, keep the ball up a little bit higher, let the kickoff team get down and try and get some coverage rather than kicking it deep. So we've seen that by a lot of teams this year.
Yeah, and that's a good placement by the Leander staff to put Terry in the position that he's in. Obviously, they've been looking at film and see where they kick that ball quite often and putting it right where the Leander coaching staff wants it to be.
So Landry back in the gun. It is a fake, and he throws out to the right side to Terry. Tries to break a tackle at the 30. He's going to lose about 3 on that. His little play-action pass, quick throw out to the right side, but he was unable to get off that defender. Good coverage by Stony Point. He was lucky enough just to break the first tackle, but couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 13 for Leander. 2:54 clock running here in the second quarter. Garrett back in the gun, twin receivers on the far side, single receiver here on the near side. Dotson offset to his right side. Snap is back, and it is a handoff to Dotson up the middle. Not a lot of running room, and he goes down about the 30, back at probably the line of scrimmage. Tough run there, but not a lot of places to go, Gary.
Yeah, when you come into this game, you're wanting to try to achieve some balance and let your running game, set the pace, and right now they need to be throwing some passes. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left.
Yeah, trailing 38-7. Yeah, I get the balance on offense. You may want to get a quick hitter here, get to the second level, but they haven't been able to get to the second level really on any run tonight. That defensive line for Stony Point has been huge. So here we go. Garrett gets a snap, drops back to pass, looks down the field, lots of pressure. He gets hit, rolls out to the right side, slips off the tackle, looking down, throws it deep down the right side, and it is out of bounds, incomplete, but there's a flag at the 45-yard line on the far side of the field. We'll see what the call is on that. Maybe some type of pass interference down the field. We'll see what they call here.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because if some of these receivers figured that he was running the ball, then they may have tried to pick up a block too, so we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to have holding.
There you go.
First down.
Automatic first down.
Yeah, they'll decline that holding call, but they'll take the roughing the passer call 15 yards, so they'll move the ball down close to right at the 45-yard line of Leander. 1:44 left here in the first half.
Yeah, whatever it takes to get a first down.
That's what they need. They need to move the ball, whatever they need to do. So twin receivers on both sides here. Garrett in the backfield in the gun, gets a snap, looks off to his right side, throws it out, a little bit off target, incomplete pass. Looks like that was thrown to, trying to see who they were trying to throw that pass to. Get a number here for you. That was number 18. I doubt they'd have Gaiman out there. No, number 19, I'm sorry. Wheatley. So trips receivers on the near side. Garrett gets the snap, looks over here quickly, throws it off to on the flat. A little bit high for Xavier Terry, unable to come down with the catch. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for Leander at their 45-yard line. 1:35 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and again, Leander, kind of telegraphing that. His eyes are going where he's throwing the ball way before he's doing it, and it's giving that defense time to snap to it. So that hasn't been a very good advantage for Leander at this point.
Another 3rd down play here for Leander in the first half. Twin receivers on the near side, tight end as well, and a receiver on the far side. Leander gets a snap, looks to his left, now rolls out to his right, lots of pressure, and he's going to go down at the 37-yard line by a couple of Stony Point Tigers, able to wrap him up, and that'll bring up a long 4th down for Leander. Clock is now at 1:23, and we have a timeout. Stony Point stop the clock, and they'll get the ball back. So they'll take a timeout, and so will we, and we'll be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing. Backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football.
So we are back here. Kelly Reeves Field getting ready for the punt. Gaiman setting up at his 25-yard line. 4th and 16, roll out to the right, soccer style, and he kicks it down the field. Ball comes back in a little bit at the 35, down to the 25, and rolls dead about the 22-yard line. So that'll give Stony Point a 1st and 10 here in the second quarter with 1:09 left here in the second quarter. And Gary, we've seen them tonight. That's plenty of time for Stony Point to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, right now as a defense for Leander, you're really just wanting them to give it them all their all for this last minute, and walk out of here and not let Stony Point put any more points on the board. What do you say to your team when you go into the locker room 38-7 right now?
So Overton back in the gun, getting ready for the snap. He gets it, and he fakes a handoff, rolls up the middle, lots of time, throws it down the middle, wide open. Incomplete pass, but number 6, that was Paturi. Looked like he had broken free on a post route, and he was wide open in the middle field. No one around him for about 10 yards, but the incomplete pass. So good break for Leander, lucky break. 1:02 left here on the clock. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Stony Point.
Yeah, and Stony Point's got 1 timeout left.
Twin receivers.
No timeouts left, sorry.
Yeah, twin receivers and man in motion. Overton with the ball. Fake handoff, throws it off to the right side. Little swing pass, and it is brought down bringing him down. 3 or 4 Leander players still on him. First hit was by Evan Smith, and a lot of yelling and pushing around right now. And there's another push and a flag right there. That's going to look like it's going to go on Stony Point.
Yeah, it's always the last guy, right?
It is.
and he wasn't in the scrum.
No, he wasn't. He came in from outside to help his buddies out. Ended up pushing one of the Leander guys. We'll make sure of the call here, but that's what it looked like from up here in the box. And now he's frustrated, but that's what happens when you get into the fight late. I guess it's better to be early than late on those fights, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to call. Oh, they're going to call offsetting? Yep. So offsetting calls now, so they'll wipe those off. Didn't see the earlier flag, but it's probably part of that whole commotion there. But, yeah, a lot of emotions here from the Leander defense. They've been on their heels most of the night, and they get a stop there and trying to push a little bit back, and then Stony Point push back, and there you have it.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to, mention Evan Smith there on that tackle. He actually did a really good job of containing that play.
So Overton getting ready for the snap. 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. And he gets it's a handoff on the left side, around the left side to the 30. 35 goes out of bounds about the 38-yard line, and another flag on the field at right around the 40-yard line in late.
Yeah, that's just unnecessary. He was already way out of bounds, and one of the Leander defenders went out there and gave him a little shove.
See if we can get the official call here.
Got to get the emotions worked out.
Yeah. Well, they're going to call holding on offense, number 7, so move him back.
Interesting.
So good break by Leander. That was a good chunky yards that Stony Point had picked up. Yeah, actually, he was hit out of bounds looking at the replay here, and then he hit the runner. So he was actually pushed into the runner a little bit for a little bit of contact.
Well, good job by the officiating crew to catch that.
Yep, definitely. So it looks like we're going to have a quick break in the action here as the officials are talking on the far side. I think they're trying to get some type of clarification here. They're going to reset the game clock. That seems to be the problem here. Yeah, they're still trying to sort this out here. Kelly Reeves Field. You're listening to the broadcast at SHNSports.com. Listen to all of Leander's games this year at SHN. So now we're getting back into the action. Overton walking back out to the far hash. 3rd and 5. Snap is back. Handoff off the right side. Able to break a tackle. Gets up close to the first down marker. And that was number 5, Leonard. And they're going to move the sticks. That'll give them a first down, 24 seconds. Clock is stopped. Now it's going again. And we're going to have a stop. And it's going to be a timeout for Stony Point.
They show 0 on the. They've showed 0 on their total timeout. So.
Yeah, not sure.
Guess they had one in the bag there.
Well, we have seen a lot of calls go against Leander this year, so just chalk up one more. But right now, I mean, Leander's they've got to stop them. They've got to build a little bit of confidence, if not just for this game, but for the next 2 or 3 games as they keep building on their new season, new defensive schemes, new defensive plays, new offensive schemes and plays as well. So it's, we just want to see progress from here. Throughout the second half, trailing 38-7. Love to see a comeback, but of course that's, a little bit maybe out of reach at this point, but we just want to see some stops and see some progress here and just build on this game. You can always build on something even if you're down.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys know that they're not clicking on all cylinders right now. They're definitely a better team than what we're seeing right now. They know that. The coaching staff knows that. Hopefully they can show improvement, coming out of halftime. You know, that's what you want to see right now as a coach. You want to see some solid progress in the second half. You know, you may not walk away with a W, but you can walk away with some pride.
Yep. So here we go. That's a 5-yard penalty against Stony Point. 18 seconds left here on the clock. We'll set the ball up at the 27-yard line. Twin receivers each side. Overton back, getting ready for the snap. And he drops back, looks down the middle, rolls up into the pocket off to the right side, throws it up, and it is caught by number 5, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he goes down about the 36-yard line. Pass was complete to number 5, Leonard. 4 seconds on the clock, 3 seconds, and that should do it for the first half. So after the first half of play, Stony Point Tigers 38, Leander 7. So we will be back for the second half of play.
Stick around for the homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming festivities here for Stony Point. So we'll be back. We're broadcasting on SHN Sports. Enjoy the halftime, and we'll see you for the second half.
Often imitated but never duplicated, let's welcome your Leander High School Bluebells. Bluebells are directed by Susan Cooper and Ashley Lucky. Bluebells would like to thank their sponsors, Generations Dance, Rude Hands and Fitness, Brian Anthony, Storage Direct, Hugerville Family Dentistry, Primo's Electric, and Texas Spine and Injury Center. Bluebells are led by Captain Madeline Guerra, First Lieutenant Lindsay Bagby, Second Lieutenant Kendall Bowden, Macy Schubert, and Rachel Williams. Head Company Leader Kevin Miranda. Company Leaders Joy Galador, Annalie Herrera, Ashley Peterson, and Kaylee Starr. Congratulations to the Bluebell of the Week, Danielle Rodriguez. Tonight the Bluebells are performing with the amazing Leander High School marching band to Feel This Moment, choreographed by our First Lieutenant, Lindsay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leander High School Bluebells. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the field the Leander High School Marching Band. Like this band has been recognized for outstanding achievements throughout the entire country. The band is a consistent finalist at the Bands of America Super Regional Contest in San Antonio, and they are the 2015 Bands of America Austin Regional Champions. And with and Dan also competed at the Bands of America Grand National Championships, where they were named the Class 3A National Championship and the 6th place in the country. Congratulations to the outstanding members of the week: woodwind, Amber Shafi; brass, Luke Penninger; percussion, Colin Linton; color guard, Ava Sasta and Kayla Spicer; Xbox, Autumn Patey and C.J. Pollard. Section of the week, Contras. Tubas. This evening, the Leander Band will be presenting the first three movements of their 2019 production, Radioactive, featuring the music of Philip Glass, Carl Jenkins, Tchaikovsky, Trombone Shorty, and Britney Spears. And now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of drum majors Brooke Schroeder, Ethan Nance, Jacob Carroll, Scott Coward, and Katie Pressman, the Leander High School Marching Band.
Would it get some wind for the sentiment? And it could get, for it is. It could get the railroad. It could be a balloon. All these are the days, my friends. And these are the days, my friends.
Trying to persuade the prince
It could be
to a duty
Will it get something?
to impress him, takes on multi-armed form, and says,
All
now I am
these are
become
the
dead,
days, my friends.
the destroyer of worlds.
These are the days,
People who are
my friends.
prophets.
But we
Ladies and gentlemen, the Leander High School Marching Band. Amazing band administration and unconditional support from Coach Chris Price. Special thanks to our sponsor, River Guard Park. We are grateful for your generosity and support of the program. Let's hear it one more time to the Leander High School Marching Band. Intermission, are you ready? It is showtime! Welcome to 2019-2020 Stony Point High School Tiger Dancers presented by 912 Family of Leadership. The award-winning Tiger Dancers are under the direction of Jamie Page and Sassy Hayes. Special officers for the Tiger Dancers are Lauren Salazar, Salma Boucher, Alyssa Wolfers, Gabby Hernandez, Vice President Scarlett Espinosa, and President Cassandra DeMayo. Then we came onto the field with the line officers from left to right. Second Lieutenant, Amy Matsuman. Second Lieutenant, Jason Whitney. Captain, Reagan Hines. Second Lieutenant, Caitlin Baker. And First Lieutenant, Faith Guerrero. This week's most motivated Tiger Dancer is Dominic Clark. Officer's Choice is Jenna Richards. And Tiger Dancer of the Week is on. We hope you enjoy our jazz routine to Poker Case. All right, Stony Point. Let's welcome your 2019 homecoming hero. Freshman count, Skylar Hussicott. Is escorted tonight by his parents, Roy and Claudia Stickler. He is a member of the SPHS football program and plans to be a part of the Stony Point baseball and track programs as well. He has a passion for golf and is an active member of Celebration Cake and the baseball. Freshman Campus is a go-by girl. And she's escorted tonight by her parents, Michael and Vanessa Valdez, and her sister, Sophia. Olivia is a member of the Stony Point varsity cross-country team and the Dama swim team as well. Sophomore Pete, Kimberly Cuthbert, is escorted by his parents, Andy and Jessica Cuthbert. Kamari is a member of the SPHS Orchestra and is in the IB program. Sophomore Curtis, Billy Perkins, is escorted tonight by his parents, Blake and Monica. He is a Stony Point IB student, and is president of the Vocal Club and is a member of the SPHS Theater Club. Junior Prince, James Silo, is escorted by his parents, Joe and Erica Silo. He dances in the Stony Point Ballet Folklore program. This is his third year in performing. Is escorted by her dad, and her brother, Shotgun. She's a member of the Stony Point Girls Varsity Soccer Program and is a National Honor Society student. And now for our homecoming team and homecoming. Kevin Lewis is escorted tonight by his dad, Bob Lewis, and his mom, Carol Lewis. His brother and sister is in the house. There is a part of the Stony Point Soccer program, coach by security, and his dad. As many of you may know, he is the Michael Jackson impersonator on Stony Point. Philip plans to apply to the University of Texas at Austin to major in pediatrics and physical therapy and visual performance. Kayla has been a member of the Stony Point Club for 2 years. Texas A&M University is a full career in the field of music. Senior Jackson Taylor is escorted tonight by his parents, Tommy and Carol Taylor. He is a member of the Stony Point Tiger football team. Jackson is undecided on college he will attend, but he plans on majoring in business. Senior Jennifer Mendez is escorted tonight by her parents, David and Jimmy. Jennifer is a second-year football team of the Stony Point Ballet Folklore. She pass to attend University of Texas San Antonio went through a major injury occurrence. Senior John Torres is being retired by parents due to their season card. Sister Lily Torres and Caitlin Tucker. John is a member of the Stony Point Production Theater Program and retired. He plans to be a visual and performing arts major at the University of Arkansas. Senior Taylor Leander is just rated by her parents to be a quarterback. Taylor is a technical community volunteer at the Boston State Academy after volunteers at various Cleveland high school events. He is hoping to attend Texas A&M University to major in business. Let's give a big round of applause for the 2019 Stony Point High School homecoming coach.
Well, we are back here for the second half of football. Leander Lions against the Stony Point Tigers. Leander is trailing 38-7 here at halftime. We have about 37 seconds left here. Halftime, it's the homecoming for the Stony Point team, and Leander is in their tunnel getting ready to come out. So, Gary, let's talk a little bit about the first half. Quite a few issues for Leander to come out and try and fix.
Yeah, they just started off bad. Once they got behind themselves, they just couldn't recover. There's time to improve that, as we talked about going out of the first half. And right now you're looking to your senior leadership and other leadership on that team to be able to pull this together and get these guys back in the game. You want to walk out of here, as I mentioned earlier, with pride, and it takes a team. It takes team effort to be able to do that. So you're really, the coaches can only say so much in the locker room at halftime. It's really up to these players to pull together and come out arms together as a team and fight together.
That's tough at halftime. I mean, as a coach, what do you say? You can yell at them, get back, do this, do that, or you let the players kind of do it themselves. I mean, it's a tough decision to make. I'm sure there's probably a little bit of both on that, but the Lions have to look themselves in the eye, look their buddies in the eye, and just say, hey, we're going out, we're going to do it. That's something that they're going to have to do. The coaches can only do so much, but it's really the play on the field that's going to carry the day here for the Lions, not only today, but for the next couple games.
Yeah, and you have to grow from this, this adversity that they're facing right now, and that's what you want to see out of this team in the second half is some growth.
So Leander comes out of the tunnel, and Stony Point is getting ready to come out here. So why don't we have the sponsors talk to you real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Well, Stony Point just took the field as well, trailing 38-7. This broadcast is being brought to you by SHN Sports. I'm Mark Sickles. I'm here with Gary Gutierrez, along with Mickey Holden working camera. And we are here getting ready to start the second half of play. Leander will be kicking off from the left to right. As you are listening, or if you're watching, the north end of the field, and Stony Point is heading out to receive the kick. We'll try and get some score updates shortly here in a minute from some of the other games that are going on in the area. So we'll see if the intensity for Leander changes this second half, but we've seen a lot of offense here from Stony Point, a lot of speed, and that's very difficult to defend. So here we go. We're getting ready for the second half of play. Eli Gaiman getting ready to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line. Leander wearing the white uniforms here tonight. And the kick is up. Deep kick. Back into the end zone, and it goes out of the end zone, so Stony Point will start here with 12 minutes left on the clock, beginning the third quarter. So, Gary, what do you tell your defense?
One play at a time. Right now, one of the things I saw, going into the halftime was just these guys were tired, and so hopefully they've had a chance to recharge. And when you get tired, you start missing tackles, you stop running full throttle, and that creates a big opportunity for the offense that you're facing.
So Overton back in at quarterback. It's a snap. Handoff on the right side. Slips a tackle. 25-30, 33-35. Another spin out to the 39-yard line. Another tough run by Thomas. And we've seen him not only have speed but power. Running really hard tonight for Stony Point.
Yeah, he's definitely full of energy. He's been able to pick his holes, but, he's capitalizing off this defense that, are better tacklers than what we've been seeing tonight, for sure.
So Overton getting ready for the snap. Trips, man in motion across, and it is a delay throw out to the left side. Slip screen, incomplete. The pass was attempted to Woods, number 10 for Stony Point. A little too high for him, but they're trying to set up a little slip screen out here on the near side. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
That'll make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback took a big hit there from Leander defense. Looked like Jacob Smith.
So Stony Point gets back up to the line. They were very quick up to the line in the first half. We'll see what they do here in the second half. Twin receivers on the far side, single receiver here on the near side. Overton gets the snap, and it hands it off on the right side. 50 down to the 40, slips a tackle, gets down to the 33-yard line. Another long run by Randall Thomas, number 17 for Stony Point. He's put on a show tonight, Gary.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and that's what we expected from this Stony Point offense, to put up big numbers on the ground, and it's how you stop it. Nobody's been able to do it yet.
No, they have not. They've been in position, but he's makes some good cuts and really, really quick out there and good speed, able to get around the defenders and find some open grass or turf. So Overton back in the shotgun. And it pulls it, goes out to the right side. Lots of pressure, rolls out now to the near side. Gets outside, looking for a block at the 30-yard line. And he has stood up, and he breaks another tackle back to the 30-yard line. And they finally bring him down to 32. About 3 Lions able to finally bring him down. Tackle by number 34, Dyron Dixon, and 96, Jacob Smith. Finally able to contain him, but there's a flag on the field at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it was 44, Evan Smith on that tackle also with Drayton. Yeah, he looks like we got the
Yeah, penalty against the Tigers. Let's see where they mark it off to and where they set the ball up as they're walking it back. 5-yard penalty. Set it up at the Lions' 39-yard line on the far hash. So 1st and 15, ball on the 39. Overton motioning the man to come in motion. He gets a snap, looks out to the left side, throws it, and it is complete to number 10. Slips a tackle, slips another tackle, gets down to about the 24-yard line, close to a first down. And that is Woods again with another catch and another first down for, or let's see where they mark it. They're going to be 1 yard short of the first down, be 2nd and 1 at Leander's 25-yard line. Overton quickly getting the ball. Handoff on the right side at number 17. Slips a tackle, gets around to the outside, into the end zone again. Thomas. Another touchdown for Stony Point, and that puts them up to 44 right now, pinning the extra point. Yeah, he may be one of the fastest players we've seen so far this year. He just gets a little crease and he is gone.
Yeah, and he comes into this game with 400 yards rushing, so he's been averaging 200 yards a game.
And the kick is up, and it's good. So it is 45-7 Stony Point.
And right now, by the end of this game, his average will go up.
Yep, so we will be back after the break.
Big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Back here at Kelly Reeves, Stony Point getting ready to kick off here, leading 45-7 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. The kick is up, and it is caught by Xavier Terry, 25-30, 35, gets out to the 38-39 yard line, so another good return by Xavier Terry for the kickoff return.
Just a real quick score update. We've got Vista Ridge on top of McNeil, 21-7 in the third quarter. Westwood is catching back, or Hendrickson rather, 27-20 over Westwood. Vandergrift is 28 over Cedar Ridge High School, 7. They just started the fourth quarter. And Westlake walking away with Atkins 44-0. Get you some more updates here in just a minute.
So Landry back in the gun. Leander's first series here in the second half, and it is a handoff up the middle. Gets about 4 there, and that was to Dotson. They'll put the ball down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, one positive play at a time, as we mentioned in that first quarter. You know, you're not looking for much more than positive yards on one play, one given play that you're running at the time.
Leander sets up twin receivers on the near side and a receiver out on the far side. Landry back in the gun. Dotson offset to his right side. He pulls it, rolls out to the right side, looking down the field for a receiver. Nobody's open right now. He turns it up. Gets a couple yards as he steps out of bounds. They're going to put him out at the, let's see, the 47-yard line.
Yeah, looks like he's a couple yards short of the first down there. Very manageable third down. Let's see what the Leander offense comes with here.
So the ball is resting on the near hash as we're sitting in the box here. 2 receivers trot out to the left side for Leander, 2 to the right. Landry back in the gun. Dotson offset to his left side. Man in motion goes into the middle of the field. And it is a flag goes down as a stop the play.
And that doesn't look good for Leander.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark 5 off against Leander. So false start will move them back 5. Not what you want to see here is they had 2 positive plays for yardage there and a short third down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 here. 9:01 left here in the third quarter.
Well, not what you want to see from your center. False start. Could have been shifting the ball there.
So once again on the near hash, twin receivers both sides. Garrett back in the shotgun. Calls for the ball, and there's going to be another penalty on the offense. They were all out of sync there. A couple people moving, clapping, snapping the ball off sync. So that'll be another 5-yard penalty against Leander.
They're really getting thrown off by all the shifting that this defense is doing up in front of their face, and it's causing them to twitch a little bit. Very unfortunate. They got to get that under control. That defense is going to move around. They've seen that that's been effective, so the defense is going to continue to do it.
Yeah, Landry may have been trying to catch them out of position when they were shifting, but when he moves a little bit quicker than normal, then that kind of throws the tempo off on offense and throws everybody off. Not saying that's what it was, but that may have been part of it in play. So here we go, 3rd down and 12. Landry back, looks off, lots of pressure, dumps it off the left side, incomplete. Good pressure there by Stony Point as Landry went down about the 25-yard line, tried to get the pass off, incomplete, so that'll bring up a 4th down, and Leander will punt.
Yeah, and he was looking for roughing the passer on that, and referee tried to help him up. He wasn't having anything of it.
8:55 left here in the third. Gaiman out to punt for Leander. He's standing at his 23-yard line. Snap is back. The kick is off. Low line drive, bouncing at the 30, the 25, the 20. Getting a great roll here for Gaiman as the ball dives about the 13-yard line. So good low punt. And Stony Point will get the ball back. 1st and 10 with 8:41 left in the third. And we'll be back after the break.
Recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family.
We are back here at Kelly Reeves. Stony Point quickly getting up on the ball here. Snap is back, and there's a handoff off the right side. Gets around the corner. But good play by number 7. That is Dimitri Drayton to come up and shut that down. Running back for Stony Point was number 5, Leonard. But great job coming up and closing that gap and putting him on the ground. Now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Caleb Ray is coming up and making that tackle also. Great job from the safety position.
So it looks like we have another quarterback in, number 12. Handoff off the left side, and he breaks it to the 30, the 40, the 50. Got an angle on him. Will he catch him? He cuts back in at the 10, and he is in for the touchdown. That was number 5, Jaden Leonard, with the long touchdown run. He was able to get outside in good speed. Leander tried to get the angle on him, but wasn't able to catch him, so he goes into the end zone. And they are now leading 51-7, pinning the extra point. Yeah, we've just seen a lot of speed by Stony Point here tonight by 3 or 4 different players. And it's shown here that all they need is a little seam and they're gone. Just haven't had the angles on defense to stop those long runs. And the kick is up, and it's good. A flag is down. I think Leander jumped off sides. Get confirmation on that. Yep, they're going to decline the offsides penalty, and the point is good. So it is now 52-7, and tough game here for Leander at Kelly Reeves Stadium with their first district game against Stony Point. Great game for Stony Point in their homecoming. So they're going to set up at the 40-yard line here with 7:49 left here in the third quarter. And just watching the replay here up on the screen, at about the 40, had a chance to get him. That was number 7, Drayton, but was unable to get that angle down the field, and he was able to trot on in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and based off the game that we saw last week in Pflugerville, you expected a lot more out of this game. We definitely thought it would be a tighter game up until this point. And this Leander team's got to be a little disappointed in how they've came in and just weren't clicking.
Well, still got a quarter and a half really to play here to improve for next week. Like we say, it's one play at a time, and they seem to be making a little bit of progress, and then they get stopped. But the Stony Point offense has been unstoppable, and the defense has got to be tired out there right now. We just need a long drive by the offense to get them back in the game and start building for the rest of the season. And the kick is up. Caught at the 8-yard line. 10-15. Gets tackled out about the 18-yard line. That was number 17 on the return, Ray Egglesey. So Leander will once again go back out on offense here. We've been trying to get some of our station breaks here, but they seem to be moving the game along really, really fast. So we'll just stay here through the break. You're listening to the broadcast at SHN Sports. I'm Mark Sickles along with Gary Gutierrez and Mickey Holden holding down the fort here tonight. Leander heads back out. Landry back in at quarterback. Dotson in the backfield with him as the officials are getting the chain sorted on the far side. So there is a 5-yard offsides penalty on the kick, and they'll mark that off, so they'll put the ball at the 24-yard line. First down and 10, Leander. This 4-man front for Stony Point has been strong. Is a handoff off the left side to Dotson. He cuts up inside, gets a good push, keeps going down the field, gets about to the between the 30-31 yard line. Good strong run by Dotson on the left side. He'll set the ball up. It will be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and just as this offense, starts to get the ball rolling here, the defense comes in with all these fresh players now that they're up with 52-7. Makes it more challenging again for the offense.
High snap. Landry with the handoff, and Dotson slips as he gets the handoff. He may have lost a yard on that as he was hit behind the line of scrimmage. Lots of pressure on the left side by Stony Point. They will move it back a yard, so it'll now be 3rd and 5 on their own 29-yard line. Yeah, this defense has been putting a lot of pressure on the Leander offense, whether they're running or throwing, and they're just coming right at them. So Leander trots out. Twins on both sides. Landry in the gun. Looks to the left side to throw. Quick pass, and it is incomplete. Tried to go to Loof out here on the near side. Loof went in. The pass went out. Incomplete.
Yeah, I think Landry saw that DB didn't move, and he went ahead and threw it away.
So that'll bring up another 4th down for Leander. Gaiman back out to punt. And number 11 is heading back for Stony Point to receive the ball. That is Cesar Williams.
Yeah, and Gaiman getting to showcase his skills here tonight. You've mentioned that rugby kick that he does, and he's been able to use that to their advantage. It really allows the team to get down there and defend the play.
Another line drive kick takes a bounce. Cesar almost went to go pick that up at the 20, but it will be stopped. Egglesey will pick that up at the, with the mark at the 20-yard line. So once again, Stony Point is about to go back out on the field here. Looks like they're going to have number 12 back in at quarterback, and that is Jackson Tingler. He's heading out on the field along with number 5, who had the last touchdown, Leonard, at running back. Twin receivers on the far side, single receiver back here on the left. Now they move him across and back out as they get situated here. First down and 10 on their 20-yard line. Tingler gets the snap. Play action, throw out to the right side to number 24. 25, 30-yard line, close to the first down. And that was Cameron Cook, who caught that swing pass out of the backfield. 8 yards on that gain, so it'll set up a 2nd and 2 on their 28-yard line. Yeah, Leander hasn't been able to come up with a defense to stop those little swing passes out to the flats, Gary.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy to be able to get out there and attack that.
So Tingler hands off to the left side, cuts up the middle, 35, spin move, another spin move to the 40, 42-yard line, another first down for Stony Point. And we're seeing a lot of hard running by Jaden Leonard, number 5.
Yeah, he's picking up right where Thomas left off.
Yeah, whoever they put out there running back right now just doing a really good job of hitting those holes and hitting the open field as well. Number 12, Tingler, gets a snap, handoff to the right side, sees a gap on the left side to the 50, down to the 45-yard line. Another long run by Leonard. Going to pick up another first down for Stony Point. Clock is now running down to 5:20 and rolling. Leander trailing 52-7. Here in the third quarter, Stony Point with the ball at the 45-yard line of Leander. Tingler gets the snap. Handoff on the right side. Oh, lots of pressure up front. Great job by Major Maiden coming in the backfield and getting a big hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good defensive pressure there. Drops him back, loses 3 yards on that, so that'll set up a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, the junior Major Maiden, he's been making a name for himself, and that's what you want to see. He's out there trying to lift this defense up.
Tingler getting ready for the snap. Twin receivers down here on the left, split twin on the right, man in motion coming on the left side. Looking to throw on the left, quick out. It is complete to number 83, and he is brought down by number 6. That is Jalen Jammer. They'll pick up about 8 on that catch, bring up a 3rd down and 2. Stony Point looking to the sideline to get their call. As they set up here, Tingler back in the gun. Leonard offset to his right side. It is going to be a fake handoff. Tingler up the middle, keeps it, 35, 30, 20, 15, down to the 17-yard line. And he is brought down, I believe, by Jammer again coming off of the corner. But yeah, that's a little play action there and a quarterback keep up the middle, and you saw a hole and pretty good speed by Tingler there to get down to the, looks like they're going to mark it right about the 19-yard line. Another first down for Stony Point. Making all the right calls here tonight. Whatever they're calling seems to be working. Tingler in the gun. Leonard offset behind him. And it is a handoff to the right side. Leonard cuts in the 10, 5, down to the 3, down to the 2-yard line. Going to be close to the goal line. Looks like they'll mark it about the 1.5-yard line, and they will move the sticks one more time. Another first down for Stony Point.
Yeah, first and goal here for Stony Point.
2:50 left here in the third quarter.
Non-offense calling on the tackle for Leander.
So Tingler gets a call, kind of walks back up behind the line. Leonard offset behind him. Snap is back, handoff to Leonard up the middle. He goes in for the touchdown. Was hit by Egglesey about the 1, but had enough momentum to get across the goal line. So that makes the score 58-7 here, pinning the extra point. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good. So that makes it 59-7. We'll be back after the break.
Big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
So we are back here at Kelly Reeves Stadium. Leander is trailing 59-7. 2:30 left here in the third quarter, and it's just been it's been rough, Gary.
Yeah, you know,
all the way around, it's been rough.
Yeah, you know, I mean, is it the full moon? We have a beautiful full moon.
It is Friday the 13th. Hey, you know.
Friday the 13th. Strange things can happen. You know, it's messes. They say it messes with your psyche. Yeah, it did mess with Stony Point.
So Dotson gets the kickoff, returns 30, 35, goes to the 40, see if he can break it to the 50, 40, they've got an angle, see if he can get in the 20, touchdown. 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
We are flag free.
Xavier Dotson, great kickoff return, able to go all the way into the end zone, touchdown Leander.
There's a little life there left in that Leander Lion offense, or special teams rather.
Yeah. Great return, great blocking, but he had that one little seam, and not many people are going to catch him. They had an angle on him, but he was able to trot down the sideline, goes in for the score. 59-13, extra point pending, but hey, great job there by the special teams, and that's what we said before. One of the highlights that have been so far this season is their kickoff return unit, and it showed right there. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah, that's one department I think the coaching staff here at Leander's felt pretty good about from the beginning of the season. You know, they've got a lot of weapons out there. You kick it short, they got an answer. You kick it long, they have an answer. You know, great job. He really deserved that touchdown. It's been a hard game for these guys.
Yeah, they have the people with the speed that can return the ball, but it all really comes down to the blocking in the middle.
Yeah.
If they don't get their blocks, there's nowhere to run, and they've done a great job on special teams opening up some holes, and they've been able to, even on those short pooch kicks or the ones that are deep, they've been able to get some good returns. So great job by Leander. Come back and put some more points on the board and see if the defense can step it up here and make a stop and get things rolling, get a little positive, some positive vibes over there on the Leander sideline. Yeah, just when we talked about it being rough, and we see a spark right there. So let's build on that. Take the next step. Let's get the offense, moving when they get the ball back. Let's get the defense here to hold them, and get some building blocks for the next game.
Yeah, and one thing this Leander team through the past years have been known for is not giving up, and they've continued to fight through the first quarter regardless of their situation. But you know, that's a characteristic that you got to be happy to have.
So Leander getting ready to kick here. Gaiman sets the ball up on the far hash. Players deep for Stony Point on their 5-yard line, and Gaiman's been able to hit a couple into the end zone. He has that leg strength. Kicks it here long and high. Catches it right about the goal line. Out to the 15, to the 20 of the near side. Looks like he slipped down, may have stepped out of bounds right about the 25-yard line. So Stony Point will set up there. 1st and 10. Clock is continuing to run despite the ball being out of bounds, but with a 59-14 score, that may have been something that they agreed on. Just let the clock run and let's move on.
Yeah, we had Gaiman out at the podcast last Monday at Guacataco, and you know, outstanding young man. He really devotes a lot of time to his craft, so you see it in every game.
So number 12, Tingler, is back in at quarterback. Also running back number 24, Cook. He's now in the games. Back behind him in the pistol formation. Tingler gets the ball, handoff to Cook on the right side. Nice defensive play over there by Leander, number 7. That is Dimitri Drayton with the first hit. He was able to shuck off that blocker and make the play out there in the open space.
Yeah, and you had Evan Smith and Bryce Allen come up and give him a hand. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to seal him off and hold him until you get some help if you can't bring him down yourself.
And that's the end of the third quarter, trailing 59-14. We'll have a quick break, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter of play.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this.
So we're back here at Kelly Reeves Stadium. Leander trailing 59-14. Ball's on the ground. Stony Point able to jump on it there on the missed snap, and they'll lose a couple yards on that. That'll bring up a third down here for Stony Point. They'll set the ball up on the 20-yard line, so that'll be a third and right about 15 here as we start the fourth quarter. And at quarterback is number 12, Tingler. Cook is offset to the near side, trips on the left side. Tingler gets the snap, looks downfield, over the middle, wide open, number 35 at the 50, the 40, 30, and he is going to go on in for a touchdown. And that is number 35, L.J. Martin, who was wide open in the seam route down the middle. Nice pass by Tingler. Caught him in stride and able to go 85 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, several times these DBs have not had any challenge to these receivers of Stony Point. I know these guys got the speed to keep up with them.
And the kick is good, so that'll put the score at 65-14. And we'll be back after the break.
Big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our two great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Back here at Kelly Reeves Stadium, Stony Point with another touchdown, and Leander will get the ball back. The clock is running here, trailing 66-14. So do you have any score updates, Gary?
We got a big one. Vista Ridge showing that they are the real deal, leading McNeil High School now 42-7 in the fourth quarter. There's 7 minutes left in that game.
And Leander returns the kick out to the 26-yard line. They'll set up there for first down.
Westwood and Hendrickson. Hendrickson still leading that game 27-20. We've got Westlake 51 over Aiken 0. Lake Travis is beating Bowie High School, which is Bowie came on pretty strong at the beginning, 38-3. Lake Travis. Lehman High School is down 3 points. Austin High 17-14. Vandergrift right now, the final 28-7 over Cedar Ridge. And Leander's got Cedar Ridge next week at home at Bible Stadium for the homecoming game. See if they can get this program turned around before that game.
So Leander gets the snap, handoff to Dotson on the right side. Gets maybe a yard. He's brought down by a couple of Tigers. Yeah, clock down below 8 minutes now. Trailing by a lot here. We saw a spark there on the kickoff return. Like to see a long drive here by Leander. Get a little confidence as you head into the next game. Need to get that offensive line going. Need to get the running backs going, the receivers, quarterback. They've all been a little bit out of sync tonight. So you just like to see a positive drive here to end the game. But we'll see what happens. So Landry is back in the gun. Man in motion. And there's going to be another penalty on the offense. Yep, one of the receivers jumps, so that'll move them back 5 yards. So they will set the ball at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 14. Leander gets the call from the sideline. Two receivers head up to the far side and Terry off to the near side. Now man in motion, and lots of confusion there on the Leander offense, and they're just going to call a timeout. Yeah, they weren't sure where they needed to set up, and some people moving around, so they call a timeout, and we'll be back after the break.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith.
Back here for the fourth quarter of play. Garrett Leander gets the snap, and it is a handoff to Dotson up the middle. He was able to break it out to the left side, pick up a few yards.
Yeah, just past the original line of scrimmage.
So they'll set the ball down at the 23-yard line.
on the play makes it
3rd and 8 for Leander.
for Leander at their own 33.
Clock down to under 6 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Nice moon out there tonight. We're showing you that at halftime if you were watching the halftime show. So Landry in the gun. Dotson offset to his right side. Handoff to Dotson up the middle, breaks a tackle, the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. It'll bring up a 4th down. Yeah, at this point, there's no reason to punt the ball. Just see if you can get a 1st down and move it.
Yeah, and Dotson does a good job of showing that first step to cause some misdirection. You know, you practice that and practice. And
oh, they are going to, looks like they are going to bring the punt team out now as the clock was running down. Looks like they were going to go for it there, see if they can get an offensive play and get a 1st down. If they decide to bring the punting unit out, Gaiman comes out. Nobody back for Stony Point right now. Snap is back and the kick is off. Nice high kick, lands about the 27, bounces out to right about the 28-yard line. Egglesey downs the ball there. So Stony Point will get the ball back. Running clock here during the break. 4:25 left here in the ball game. We'll stay here during the break as Stony Point is heading back out on the field right now. Looks like a new quarterback is in right now for Stony Point, number 7, Hill. And I believe Cook is behind him in the pistol. Snap is back and is a handoff off the left side to Hill. Slips a tackle, gets about 2 yards. Tackle down about the 30-yard line. And some substitutions are coming in. Looks like a little bit on both sides. As we have under 4 minutes and clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Leander trailing 66-14. Hill gets the snap, handoff to Cook on the right side, 30, 35, and he is brought down 38-yard line.
yeah, that was Egglesey that got in there and dragged him down.
So they are going to move the chains. That's enough for a 1st down for Stony Point. Hill in the gun. Cook behind him in the pistol. They're going to hand off to Cook off the middle. Breaks off to the right side. 40, 45, 50. Gets knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Leander. But they're going to keep the clock running. It's down to 2:30.
Yeah, we wanted to see how this 3-3 stack's going to, stand up to this conference play. So we'll see when they analyze the game film what these coaches see and how it fared. Obviously, by the score, I don't think is the only tale of the tape.
No, they'll watch film and they'll look at all the players, not only the front 3, but linebackers and safeties as well. Hand off to the left side, bounces outside, lots of pressure, slips a tackle.
Well, you got to give it up to Stony Point. They've got some outstanding runners. We've seen them come in.
Yeah, but 2 or 3 at least, and whoever they put in the backfield has a ton of speed. And that we've, just seeing it from up here in the box, it's just, tough to contain. The receivers have been open, quarterbacks have made good throws most of the night, and they put up a lot of points, 66 here tonight on Leander. Clock now down to about 1:20 left here in the game. Hill letting it run down. Gets a snap, handoff to Cook. Goes out to the right side. Pressure there by